This black owner was kicked out of his own store, but then he taught them a lesson. Damon Lockhart, the visionary behind an esteemed chain of luxury boutiques, gazed out of his Manhattan office, pondering the city that mirrored his colossal empire. His brainchild, a sprawling line of high-end stores stretching from coast to coast, stood as a testament to his resilience and ambition. Navigating the predominantly white luxury retail industry as a black man had been fraught with trials, but Damon refused to bend to societal limitations. He was raised by hard-working parents in Harlem and learned early on that prejudice wasn't just a possibility, it was an expectation. From teachers who downplayed his dreams of entrepreneurship to peers who doubted his aspirations, Damon faced constant hurdles. His parents' unwavering support became his anchor, propelling him forward even when society tried to bind him in a cocoon of prejudice. As he climbed the ladder from a zealous young businessman to a juggernaut of luxury, Damon realized success was merely a buffer, not an antidote, to the insidious nature of racism. His considerable fortune often made him a target of suspicion rather than admiration. Although he'd grown accustomed to veiled discrimination, his patience waned when rumors reached him regarding one of his managers, Eric Collins, whose management style seemed tainted by bias. The Soho flagship store, a cornerstone of Damon's brand, was reportedly a microcosm of toxicity. Though outright racism wasn't explicitly mentioned, Damon understood the undertone. It was always about race. Eager to see the truth, Damon decided to slip into anonymity, intending to visit the Soho store incognito. This wasn't the first time he had donned a disguise to gauge customer experiences. However, this visit bore a personal weight. It was about uncovering prejudice within his own domain. That evening, he dressed simply, jeans, a plain hoodie, and sneakers, leaving behind any semblance of his affluent lifestyle. The irony wasn't lost on him. A millionaire resorting to obscurity to demand basic decency. As he entered the store, the glitz and glamour seemed like a facade hiding an air of exclusion. Browsing a collection of designer watches, Damon felt invisible, ignored by the salespeople who were engrossed with a wealthy-looking couple. The sharp familiarity of being disregarded washed over him, same as the echoes of his past encounters in retail spaces. The moment he picked up a high-end leather bag, Eric appeared, assessing him with a look Damon recognized too well. To Eric, he was not a potential customer, but a black man with misplaced aspirations. Damon remained calm as Eric approached, his voice carrying an edge of superiority. "Is there something you need help with?" Damon met his gaze calmly. "Just looking, thinking of getting a new bag." Eric's eyes flickered over Damon's casual attire. "That's quite an expensive piece. Are you sure it's within your budget?" The implied doubt in Eric's statement was as clear as it was offensive. Damon maintained his composure, signaling years of navigating such situations. "I'm aware of the cost," he replied evenly. Eric, seeming to assert dominance, warned, "This isn't the place for window shopping. Serious buyers only." Acknowledging the tense standoff, Damon decided to leave, replacing the bag on its shelf with precise care. As he exited, Eric's sarcastic farewell only fueled his resolve. Back at his penthouse, Damon refrained from impulsive action. The next day would bring clarity, a revelation of power. His assistant's message reminded him of a board meeting, and already Damon envisioned the next day's visit. Arriving at the Soho store the following afternoon, Damon was no longer a casual presence. His tailored suit announced his authority. He noted the shift, the previously indifferent staff now eagerly attentive at the news of a CEO visit. Eric, unaware of Damon's double identity, displayed a manufactured charm, boasting about stellar store performance. Damon wasted no time. Curious encounter here yesterday. Faced quite the cold reception. Eric apologized without genuine side-eyed recognition. "Must have been a misunderstanding." "No misunderstanding," Damon clarified quietly. "You personally escorted me out." The weight of recognition collapsed over Eric, his composure unraveling. Damon allowed a poignant silence. Then, calmly but firmly, he laid out Eric's immediate future. Not his termination, but a month's probation. Eric would greet every customer, projecting courtesy regardless of their appearance and reflecting the brand's man's inclusive promise, a second chance with seriousness. As Damon walked away, Eric stood, visibly shattered. Damon's conversation with Rebecca, his regional manager, underscored his next steps, company-wide initiatives to embed diversity and inclusivity into their corporate ethos, aiming to cultivate genuine change. In the weeks that followed, Damon championed these efforts, transforming the company culture. Sessions led to candid dialogues about race and bias, reshaping the internal landscape. Employees felt valued, understanding that in Damon's empire, respect was not a privilege but an entitlement. Later, returning to Soho, Damon found an altered atmosphere. Dressed comfortably, his presence unannounced, he was met with those honest smiles he had fought for. Staff, recognizing his standing without knowing it was him, showed the respect due to any patron. A nod from Eric, subdued and introspective, signified genuine acknowledgement. The transformation rooted itself deep, not only within the lush interiors of the stores, but also in the foundational ethos of the company. Damon left with hope. The beacon of respect now burned brightly alongside excellence in his empire. A few months later, Damon initiated a new mentorship program within the company aimed at nurturing young talents from diverse backgrounds. He personally reached out to aspiring entrepreneurs, offering them guidance and support in navigating the complexities of the business world. The program soon flourished, with mentees gaining invaluable insights into the industry while contributing fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. This initiative not only strengthened the bond between the company and its community, but also reminded Damon of the driving purpose behind his empire: to open doors that had once been firmly shut and to inspire the next generation to dream beyond the boundaries that society often imposed.